Abhidhamma Lesson 1. Shiva Pyashikujaya Namo Tata Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Veneration or refuge to the Exalted One, the homage, wealthy, the perfectly self-enlightened One. We should know how many types of Buddhism. Today, many forms of Buddhism exist around the world. The three main types that represent specific geographical areas include: Number 1, Theravada Buddhism. It is prevalent in Thailand, Sri Lanka, Cambodia, Laos, and Burma, now we call Myanmar. Another type of Buddhism is Mahayana Buddhism. It is prevalent in China, Japan, Taiwan, Korea, Singapore, and Vietnam. Another type of Buddhism is Tibetan Buddhism. It is prevalent in Tibet, Nepal, Mongolia, Bhutan, and parts of Russia and northern India. Each of these types references certain texts and has slightly different interpretations of Buddha's teachings. There are also several subsects of Buddhism, including Zen and Nirvana Buddhism. That's we have to know. There are three Tipitakas, or three baskets, or three collections. We call it Tipitaka. Tip means three. There are Sotanta, Vinaya, and Abhidhamma. There are three baskets. First basket is Sotanta. The Buddha teaching about discourses, mainly on conventional truth, uttered by the Buddha on various occasions. The Vinaya is the Buddha's teaching, but is teaching about discipline with rules and regulations for monks and nuns. The Abhidhamma, that's what we are going to learn now, is teaching ultimate truth containing the profound moral psychology of the Buddha's teaching. There are 7 books, which are, just to know, number 1, Dhamma Thinkani, the book of classification. Number 2, Vipinga, the book of analysis. Number 3, Dhātukata, discourse on elements. Number 4, Pogalapinyati, the designation of individual. Number 5, Gathavitu, the book of controversy. Number 6, Yamaka, the book of pace. Number 7, Patthana, the book of conditional relations. Among them, Pogalapinyati is the 4th book of Abhidhamma treatise. We need to learn about it, and we need to learn number 1, Dhamma Thinkani, and number 3, Dhātukata, and Patthana. For the test, we need to learn number 1, 3, 4, 6, and 7. But 7 is a big topic, and we will discuss later. So what is Abhidhamma? Abhidhamma is the higher teaching of the Buddha. Lord Buddha preached Abhidhamma in Tavrinsa for 3 months at a stretch without stopping. So no human beings would be able to listen to that long sermon without break. But a period of 90 days on earth is just 3.6 minutes in Buddhism. So, Dewa gods have no trouble, no problem to listen to the Dharma. So there are three training, we call it, or three tekha. They are morality, is also called sila, concentration is also called samadhi, and the wisdom is called pinya in Pali. So sila, samadhi, pinya is a threefold trainings of the Buddha's teaching. This is the beginning of the Nandadesa. Because of my faith in Triple Jump, I started Nandadesa in 2007. And after taking the Abhidhamma courses 3 years, self-studied, and many teachers from Myanmar and from the books and personal friends, they taught me about Abhidhamma. I tried very hard for 3 years, and finally I graduated. And this is the graduation ceremony. I graduated with high distinction in March 22nd, 2014. So with my confidence and faith on the Triple Jump, and I fulfilled Sila, Samadhi, Pinya in this life. And I try to practice, learn, and I share my knowledge with my friends. There are threefold training, or three tekha. The first things, the basic important things that we have to fulfill, we have to follow is sila. To do the sila, and we should have a sada, the faith in triple jumps and karma effects, the cause and effects. So with the sila, we will do right actions, right speech, right livelihood, and you will become a good person. And right performance is, we call it sarita. Right avoidance is warita. Zarita thila and warita thila. So thilas is the basic important things we need to follow. And then samadhi is a right concentration. If you have right concentration, you become a right person. You can suppress the defilement in your mind temporarily with the samadhi. And the most important thing is a pinya. You must have a pinya. You have to learn the Abhidhamma, what is going on in our body and mind. That pinya will help us to have the right knowledge. If you have right knowledge, you will start thinking right, and you will become a noble person. The pinya will lead us how to meditate, Vipassana meditation, to become a noble person. This is Eightfold Noble Path. The sila making, as I said, because of the tada of faith in triple jump, you will follow sila. You will do right speech. You will never lie. Right actions. Never kill. Never steal. Never do sexual misconduct. And you will do right livelihood. And the next step is a samadhi making. There are three components there. Right effort. You have to put the right effort to do good things and to avoid evil deeds. And you have to be mindful. Mindfulness must be right. And because of the right effort and right mindfulness, you will build concentration right. The next one is pinya making. Right view is, that means the right knowledge. You learning Abhidhamma is you building up your right view, and you practice it. That will lead you to have a right knowledge and then right thoughts. The most important things in that Eightfold Noble Path, number one is right mindfulness. Number two, right view, to have a right knowledge, right understanding. That's why everybody must learn Abhidhamma. And third important thing is right effort. And fourth is right thought. And then fifth is right concentration. When your meditation become mature enough, and then one day, three thila making will come in, and together, all together, three samadhi making, two pinya making, and then sila making. All 8 components will be at one moment, and then you become a noble person. You break the Gotrapu lineage, and then you find Nibbana at the moment, and you will become a noble person. This is our target. This is our goal. So what you have to do, the first of all, to have the right knowledge, we have to know there are 5 aggregates. There's a matter. We have a matter. Depends on the matter. There are 4 components of mind arises. One is consciousness. Another one is its associated mental factors. They are feeling, perception, and then 50 mental factors. That's we call volitional formation. The 5 aggregates is a key knowledge to practice Vipassana meditation. And then another essential knowledge in that Buddha's teaching is a 4 noble truths. That is suffering. Suffering has an origin, the causes of suffering. And suffering can cease. Cessation of suffering. And there is a path to go out of the suffering, the path to cessation of suffering. So the 4 noble truths that we need to learn and we need to practice, and then we have to live with the Dharma in every day. This mix up in the Burmese. That is Sila Megin, Dhammawasa in Pali, right speech. Right action is Dhamma Kammanta. Right livelihood is Dhamma Aziva. And in Pali, in Samadhi making, right effort is Dhamma Vayama. Right mindfulness is Dhamma Sati. Right concentration is Dhamma Samadhi. The Pinya making, the right view is Dhamma Deity. Right thoughts is Dhamma Thinkapa. Eightfold Noble Path in Burmese or in Myanmar we call making Shipa. So we will take a break now. I will continue the teaching tomorrow.